It just makes me laugh to see the captain or whoever was in charge of putting this boat in the water and just being like, good, we did it. And then 10 minutes later be like, shit, we're underwater now. Hello Internet, thank you for tuning into Destination Jackson. I am Jackson. This week, of course, as always, I'm joined by the very lovely Carlos. We are in Stockholm, Sweden this week, where everything in this country is absolutely gorgeous. I've seen snow for the first time in almost a year. The whole country is beautiful, including the people. So all the stereotypes that you've heard about the people are true, wouldn't you say? Yeah. Guys and girls, Sweden's not sexist, generally more attractive than the rest of the world. That should be on their travel guides. Sweden, more attractive than most of the world. The BPR stat is way higher than most. That stands for babes per room. I made that up. Way higher than most countries. The snow is beautiful, the buildings are beautiful, just generally a gorgeous place to be. But it's cold as hell, so this week we're gonna check out a wrecked, not pirate, but pirate ship.
It looks cool.
It does. Here at the Vasa Museum, one of those. Anyhow, it's this giant old, it looks like a pirate ship. I don't think it was actually used by pirates. It looks like a pirate ship.
Yeah.
But it's not a pirate ship.
It's cool.
It's from the 17th century and there's a whole bunch of history around it. We're going to learn some stuff today. And then, because I'm learning, you're also going to learn.
We're gonna look at skeletons.
There might be skeletons. Giant ass ship. Spent forever building it, I'm sure, because it's made of wood by hand. They didn't have machines. And then it sailed for 10 minutes before it capsized and was underwater for, I think, like 300 years. And then they pulled it up and put it in this museum. So it's like 98% original structure. And it just makes me laugh to see the captain or whoever was in charge of putting this boat in the water and just being like, good, we did it. And then 10 minutes later be like, shit, we're underwater now. Life on board this ship, and since it was so far in the past, conditions were quite terrible. They had open flames as the only source of light on a wooden ship. They said that daily life had a high risk of fire on board. And it, again, makes me laugh to think that it's a battleship with cannons, and they don't even go down in like a battle due to cannon fire from it. They just light up on fire from inside the ship.
You know what? At least it looks good now. It's
yeah, this one didn't have that. It's in great quality?
I guess so. I mean, I wouldn't put it in water, but I mean, probably the best one ship I ever seen.
It's true. Just considering how terrible conditions were in that era, have you taken a second or something to be thankful for how great living conditions have gotten for us in this generation?
It's great.
It is great. So appreciate what you have, everyone.
Yeah.
They recreated a bunch of different parts of the ship to make it interactive and exciting, because it's really just you look at a ship for a while. We're in the crow's nest. What's a crow's nest?
Crow's nest?
Yeah.
This thing?
Mm-hmm.
Peak? The tippy top?
Tippy top, what do they use it for?
To look for glaciers so they don't get sunk.
Yeah. They didn't do a good job of that in the Titanic, as we learned. We were there.
You were there?
This is the second ship museum we've been in.
Yeah, but this one seems cooler.
This one does. This ship is cooler than the Titanic. The back of the ship is decorated with a whole bunch of sculptures to pay honor and tribute to kings and things. You're an artist. Have you ever made anything like this?
No, I have not. This is not modern art.
This is not modern art?
I don't think
You're a
so.
modern artist?
Yes. And yeah, we're in modern times, so it's very cool. I like old art and architecture. Very interesting.
which could mean a number of things. He's a ghost, pirate ghost.
Uh-huh.
He's an active pirate currently taking over the ship. He's on a cell phone, so I don't think he's a ghost, because if he was a ghost, he wouldn't have modern technology, obviously.
Maybe he's getting ready to set sail to take off.
Is that the takeoff sound? Good. He's the king of Sweden.
Or he's just fixing up a boat.
It's boring on the museum owner's son, and he's like rich and spoiled. Like, I'm gonna be on the ship today, Dad.
Yeah.
And he's calling his friends from the ship. Like, guess where I am right now.
Oh, really old ship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The old trusty lifeboat, as seen in Titanic, not this one, but it's nice that they had them, but I doubt that they expected to need to use them so quickly, 10 minutes into their maiden voyage. I still can't get over that. I don't know who screwed up, but it really entertains me, so thank you. Thank you for screwing up and sinking a very expensive, very large ship 10 minutes into setting sail. Didn't even make it out of the harbor. It stayed in the harbor. There's very real BO smell in this one. Again, I don't think it's a museum. Someone just knocked over an anchor, a giant anchor. We heard it from across the museum, and now we're going to investigate. Who did that?
Who did that?
They fled the scene.
Oh, hey, what's up, kid?
I did it.
They're skeletons.
They're skeletons. This area is about the people who unfortunately died when the ship sank. They've reconstructed some of their faces. And now it looks really, really creepy. But they explain the process of how they took the skeletal remains and decided that this is how that person looked. Which doesn't really make a lot of sense. It seems like a lot of guesswork, but maybe there's science behind it.
No, it's pretty cool. They do that for like crime investigations. Like if they find a skeleton and they don't know who it is, they try and reconstruct the face
Yeah, but
to
I
see
feel
if they
like
can get
that's
it.
different. I feel like that's so much easier to be like, this is the person. Does it match this skull? Yes. Then to take the skull and be like, oh, they probably had skin like this. Oh, they probably had a freckle right here. Look at this beard. They definitely had a beard, right?
Well,
whole bust
I'm
of it
sure
together.
they like made that up.
Yeah, that's my point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They did like a really good job. Like all the pores and like all the little hairs. Like this guy has like a little mini unibrow. Oops. And he has an eyelash in his eyeball. That's not good.
I bet he wish he had arms to scratch that out of there.
Yeah, and even like the chest hair. Got a little mole.
While examining a number of different sciences for the answers, sometimes there are no answers, just assumptions that can give wings to our imagination. So basically they made a bunch of stuff up. But now we know. I told her I was taking a photo. Thanks for watching this week's video. If you enjoyed it, or like pirates, make sure to give this video a thumbs up. We're aiming for just 5 likes on this video. You should also check out one of the awesome videos on the screen right now, and while I have you, why not consider subscribing? Thanks everyone, and I'll see you next week.